What makes something art? What do you think? Well, I'm going to share with you today what I think is happening when I'm creating something, what I would call an artistic process. And this is part of the little series I've been doing on creative processes. My name's Emily Tellwright from Castle Sefton Press, and I'm an author and artist. I'm also a musician, but that doesn't really come into the business. So today I'm talking about what is happening when I'm actually creating art, when I'm doing a drawing or a painting, or even, I don't do this much now, but ceramic sculpture I used to do. What's happening? How am I producing that work? How does it become art rather than just a representation of whatever I'm looking at? And I'm going to refer to this drawing here. This is a little drawing of Ginger Rogers dancing the karaoke from the 1930s film The Gay Divorce, or The Gay Divorcee, with Fred Astaire. I've been doing a series of Fred and Gingers that we're going to release as a product collection on the store next year. I'm a huge fan of the RKO Fred and Astaire and Ginger Rogers films from the 30s. Really ever since I was a teenager. They really helped me through quite a difficult time. And it's not your normal kind of teenage coping mechanism, watching the films of Fred and Ginger, but then I wasn't a very normal teenager, and I'm still not very normal now. So yeah, I absolutely love these films, and I also love working in this. This is a mixture of night tram, graded charcoal, compressed charcoal and white chalk, and that's a drawing media collection that I really like. I'm not that comfortable with the pencil. I do pencil drawings, but not from choice. And I thought it was a great media for capturing black and white movie scenes. These are stills taken from the movies. They're not taken from photographs. So if I was looking at this still that I've taken from the film to do a drawing of Ginger, how would I start? Well, the whole process is a mixture of intuition and analytical thinking, because obviously the analytical thinking comes in because I need to put the proportions in. You need to measure those carefully and make sure they match, or else it's not going to look anything like Ginger. So the analytical processes come in right at the beginning here to get the drawing in place. But even then, once you've made some measurements, like I would measure the basic distances in key places, and then you've got to pick up your charcoal and let your arm go a bit, let your intuition take over. Keep your concentration on the image that you're trying to draw, but let some freedom come into it. Let that intuition take over and let it come through you. I always feel that art is coming through me. It's not particularly of me. It's something about the world that I'm conveying, whatever I'm drawing or painting, and that is being processed through the whole set of features and experiences that is me. And that's what makes it art, because nobody else can do that. AI can't do that. Nobody else can do that, just as I can do no one else's art. It's not a representation, just a picture of something. This is a whole collection of my history, experiences, my family history, my environment, everything, my tastes and ideas, and even maybe what the weather's like and how I'm feeling today. And if you let that come through you, that whole thing that is you, that whole field, just let yourself go and it will come through. But you need to keep your brain engaged as well. And I love that balance between intuition and analytical thinking. I should mention I actually have a degree in mathematics, so I'm quite good at analytical thinking. But you don't let it take over. Once you've got this lovely working relationship between the two, amazing things can happen. So then, having used the analytics and a bit of freedom to get the outline, I would then just sit back and sit with the image and just feel into where I should go from here. And normally some kind of plan will come to mind about stages of working, and that's what I will go with. I won't stop and think about it. I will go with my intuitive reaction to the work. But once I've got this plan of stages of working, and here it would be basically to fill in the outline, put in basic lights and darks, not using the white, just using the colour of the paper and a medium charcoal stroke, just to get some feeling of a 3D shape. And then I would work up darker areas and shading without using the white, and then I would put in the white chalk, and then I would put in these extra darks with some compressed charcoal. So once I've developed that kind of intuitive plan, then the analytical brain comes in again, because then if you're trying to depict something real, you've got to look at it really hard. You've got to really study it to see where those details are, how exactly the light falls, how exactly everything works on these little details like the shoes, exactly how the shadows fall that give the feeling of her feet moving off the floor. Can you see that? So analytical brain's coming in again, but all the time you're keeping the brain is telling your arm what to do, but not how to do it. So all that bit of freedom and thinking all the time, and that is the way I work, and I absolutely love that. It's what makes creative work so fulfilling for me, because it's using that intuition and creativity. It's using all your experiences and everything you've learned. If you're all like me, that's quite a lot. And this analytical side as well. It's such a fulfilling thing, and it can have really nice results like Ginger here.